Hello, I hope you're doing incredible. I'm so super psyched about this topic. Today I had the honor and privilege with meeting with it was 142 people who were dedicated to being healthy and honoring holiday traditions. So I wanted to get on here and talk about it. I wanted to have a discussion with you about this holiday season because we're in the holiday season. And I don't know about you, but from Halloween onward, it's a slippery slope, at least for me. And I find myself getting really discouraged quickly and quickly moving to, okay, if I can't be healthy, I guess I'll work on it after January. But I know that there's a different option. And I want to see if you're interested in this option. Are you interested in being healthy and partaking in holiday traditions? What if you could do both? Yes. Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to give you some suggestions, but mostly I'm going to guide you to think about what's possible for you because you are the expert of you. No one knows you better. We need you here. So, if you are choosing, do you want to shift from all or nothing to being realistic and winning for the holidays in regards to your health? If you're a yes, say yes and stay with me. Two, I want to ask you a really important question. I ask this one all the time. What matters most to you? Whatever matters most to you in all of the world, I want you to hold it near and dear right here in your heart every time you think about anything you want to do for your health. And make sure you are making the connection between anything you do for your health, how does it affect what matters most to you? You're more likely to follow through if you do that. Now let's think about the holidays. So, food. I don't know about you, but during the holidays, I'm exposed to a lot of foods that I don't normally go around throughout the year. So there's more sugar, uh, bigger portions, large quantities of certain foods that I normally, if I even eat, I eat a little bit, but somehow it's like during the holidays, they're all there, right? And instead of all or nothing, because we said we're not going to do that this year, especially if it hasn't worked for you in the past, hasn't worked for me. Then when it comes to food, we want to think about, okay, what is realistic? Think about the foods you will be around, the events you are going to be attending, and start to set realistic goals. You will be more successful if you just look at things honestly. Like, well, I'm going to be attending that family event, and I know my three favorite desserts are going to be there. So instead of fighting myself over it, then what am I going to do? Okay, well, I'm going to have a small piece of each. And then I'm going to focus on, I don't know. For me, I want to focus on enjoying three small pieces so that my stomach doesn't hurt later. So with food, you want to start thinking about what do you have going on? What's the reality? And what will you do so that you can be healthy and be a part of what is real for you? So, for some of the people I work with, they've made commitments to I'm going to eat before gatherings so that I'm not hungry when I get there, or I'm going to bring a healthy dessert or a healthy side so I'm guaranteed to at least have one healthy thing with all of my holiday favorites. Okay? So, that's step number 1 is think about what will your reality be during the holiday season in regards to food and what can you do to help yourself so that you can make better choices? Choices that help you versus hurt you. Now, I want to address guilt before we go to movement. I know that sugar and all these extra calories are not helpful to our health. I get it. But the guilt doesn't help either. So, what I'm going to propose is that along with being realistic and finding ways to add in nutrient dense foods and consider having smaller portions of your favorite types of foods, are you willing to let go of the guilt this year? So, what I'm speaking to is if you happen to make a choice that's not helpful, like maybe you overindulge, or maybe you have a day where you're not active, I want to encourage you to consider releasing the guilt and focusing on the next best step. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to let go of the guilt and just focus on your next best step? I'm a yes. If you're a yes, let me know or say yes out loud wherever you are right now. Now let's move on to movement. So, with the holidays comes all this family and activities and added stress. Maybe there's even more work involved. And sometimes our physical regime or regiment, sorry, not regime, regiment gets altered. And sometimes I know I'm not the only one who does this. I just maybe stop being active, which is not the solution, right? So I want to encourage you to think about what do you have going on for the holidays and what's realistic for you? What's possible in regards to movement. So, if you are no longer able to make it to the gym or do your long 1 hour long walk or your extended workouts, how can you move your body, even if it's 1 minute at a time? Let's get creative. Movement is critical to our health. And if the same movement that you're accustomed to is not possible during the holidays for a variety of reasons, then just be realistic and honest about it and make a different plan that makes more sense for you. Maybe you'll adopt some family events. If you're going to have more family around, maybe you could play games. I don't know. Get creative. Now, lastly, I want to no, not lastly, 2 more things. Stress. I find that during the holiday season, stress goes up and health goes down. So let's think about it now. Let's be honest with ourselves about what will the stressors be and how might you support yourself to manage stress in a better way? How might you support yourself to manage stress in a better way? Now, the last thing I want to leave you with is I really want to encourage you to move from idea to action. So instead of contemplating, okay, yes, this holiday season, I'm going to work on enjoying the holidays and being healthy. Instead of staying there, I want you to move to action. And the best way to move to action is by setting SMART goals, one at a time. So you might think, okay, I thought about food, I thought about movement, I thought about management of stress. Which one do I want to work on first? Okay, for me, it's stress. So I'm going to set a SMART goal regarding stress. Instead of saying I'm going to stress less, my goal for the week is 10 minutes of mindfulness per day. That's specific. It's measurable. It's an action item. For me, it is realistic 10 minutes. I'll be honest with you. My first goal was like, I want 45 minutes, but that's not realistic. So I drilled it down to 10. At 10 minutes, I thought, yes, I'll get that done. So 10 minutes per day, it's realistic and it's time sensitive. I want to highly encourage you to think about what will you do for your health this week and move from idea to action by making it SMART, by verbalizing what it is you want to do in a specific, measurable, action oriented, realistic, time sensitive way. Okay? Are you with me? I hope you're saying yes. I am rooting for your success. And please let me know if you have any questions. If you don't feel comfortable leaving comments, you can always send me a personal message and I will answer it. I actually will probably end up answering it for everyone since most of us always have the same questions. Thank you so much. And if this was helpful, please share with your network. Bye. Have a great day.